Hello everybody, it's Pizza Lover 346 here, and welcome to Forza Horizon 4. Yeah, we're doing another Weekday One Off. I know this is normally the Let's Play slot, but things have been a little crazy for me, and so I have not gotten Cuphead recorded, and I was not ready for that, but I knew I had to get something recorded and edited immediately so it could get out on time. So I figured I'd just play Forza Horizon 4 because I really liked this game. Now you may be asking, well, what are you doing in Forza Horizon 4? Well, we're doing a 50 lap race, which sounds really lame and boring, and it kind of is when you're all alone and have nothing to do but sit there and mope. But you know what? I'm not sitting here and moping, and I'm not all alone. I'm here and talking. Now all we gotta do is answer why we're doing a 50 lap race. Well, it gives you a lot of money when you don't lose, and I need all the credits I can get because I'm trying to get my Hudson Hornet, and those things are in the upper millions. So we're going all in on this 50 lap race, and I've done this a couple times in different vehicles. This is the first time I've taken the bus around this track though, so should be interesting. Sorry about the weird upload schedule and everything. I've just been in a scramble right now. So for those of you that don't know and haven't watched up all the uploads as they came out or showed up after this upload was made. Actually, did I upload it? I might only have it linked in the channel banner. So I guess maybe for those of you who don't check the channel banner, because I don't think I made a video about this, though I should. I do stream on Twitch. It's a less formal, more conversational version of what I do on YouTube, and I generally don't play through games I've beaten before. Sometimes I will. Like, I've done some Mario 64 stuff recently just because I felt like it. But for the most part, I kind of just, like, play games that I feel like playing. I don't have to have any sort of formal style over there. And it's really chill, and it's always great to get chat interactivity. So if it interests you, go check it out. But so I had set up a schedule for that. I have a runny nose, and I keep like sniffing, and it's probably nasty. I'm sorry. That should hopefully make it better. But yeah, so I had a schedule set up, and it was working for a little bit, and then I ended up getting a job, and they consistently scheduled me on my stream days for work. They've done it every week, and they don't seem to plan on stopping. So I just recently decided, you know what, I'm going to move my stream days so I have the energy to stream, and I'm not super tired from work, and just not in the mood to deal with people, because I work in a grocery store, so I deal with too many people. And I just recently did that, and it's just thrown me all sorts of out of my groove. I missed the first stream on the new schedule, didn't record that day because I was so like just out of whack and forgot I had stuff to do. And then obviously the next day I was at work and didn't have the energy, and I try not to record on work days. And that's also part of why I moved streaming. I'd like to just kind of keep all my sit in front of a microphone activities to one day or 2 days, you know, like to their own specific thing, kind of like a work schedule. And so I've just been adjusting to the new schedule, and it's been tripping me up a little bit, and it's fine. It's not a bad schedule. It's not like nice English. It's not like I'm overexerting myself or anything. I'm fine. I just need to get used to the schedule change is all. You know? It's a change in what I do in my life, and so I need to just get used to it, build a new habit, and we'll be good. It'll be fine. Yeah. So this video is going to be a little weird, because obviously I'm not going to make you sit through the full 50 lap race. I'm going to ramble through it, and I'll probably pick from the best stuff to like keep in. And it's going to be like one of those sort of highlight videos which is gonna mean I need to do a little extra editing, but I don't know, editing just like is a chilled out moment for me. Like, it's still work, I don't do it for fun, but yes and no, I guess, for the do it for fun, because I do the whole YouTube thing for fun because I enjoy doing it. Um, yeah, I do it for fun, but at the same time, I still kind of like, it still feels like I'm working on something. It's not like just goofing around when I'm editing. So obviously, I'm trying to keep that to its own thing as well, but at the same time, it's like less strenuous for me than recording, I guess, because it takes time and I gotta pay attention and whatnot. But it's also just like a quiet chill out and poke and prod through things and occasionally talk to myself and just kind of do it. Recording, I gotta keep up speaking and just flowing the commentary as well as playing the game good, which can prove to be difficult all at once. But yeah, like for instance, this episode, I know I'm not carrying my usual energy. I was just not ready this week. I'm very tripped up, and I'm sorry for that. That's also why I didn't do a Let's Play video instead of this Weekday One Off. Because while this recording is probably going to be as long as if I did a Cuphead, it's just, I know I'm not bringing my A game to Cuphead, and because it's something you need to be really focused on, to really succeed in, and I try to bring an air of energy to it even when I end up getting silent and focused. I know it's not gonna be something I should be doing when I'm a little kerfuffled and just not full of energy. So I'm setting it aside. I'm saying, okay, weekends are supposed to be the Let's Play slot, and everything else is the everything else slot, and that's fine. But we're gonna use the weekend slot for a weekday one off, despite it not being a weekday, only because I'm just ugh. I just need to get used to the new stream schedule and all of it being meshed together as one. And eventually we will find ourselves in a consistent situation, but just I think 2019 has been so far the year that's kind of just helped the channel form into what I want it to be, I guess. You know? Because I spent a lot of my early YouTube years just like trying to be YouTubers I watched, especially because a lot of my earlier years in YouTube were my younger years, so I didn't really have an idea or a vision. I just wanted to be like the people I watched, you know, with Chug Conroy, Josh Jepson, that sort of deal. I wanted to be like them. And obviously my videos were worse quality, and as I got older and more experienced, I got better equipment and they got better quality. But I never really formed into my own, and for a while I just kind of experimented and did random things and got kind of clickbaity at times and just wasn't myself, honestly. And I don't want to spend too long talking about this. I kind of want to let it be in the past, and you know, if I ever in the future do some sort of like where the channel came from kind of video, it can be further discussed there. But for the most part, I just am like, yeah, that was not a good phase. That was not a good outlook for the channel, and that lasted right into 2018, where I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna have fun with this. And I started Let's Playing. I had Harvest Moon and Pokemon Leaf Green, and obviously that didn't work out great. Harvest Moon got canceled entirely. There's not a video of it anywhere, just because it was blind and I wasn't having fun with it, and it just wasn't good. And the Pokemon Nuzlocke, all the training and stuff, I hadn't quite figured out my usual format, so it was just dragging me down, you know? It just was not what I needed. and then I failed the Nuzlocke, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna redeem this and make this a playthrough because I'm just not feeling it. And that happened in 2019 because come the end of 2018, the sub count started to like substantially grow, which sounds like I'm super focused on numbers. I don't like to be, but it was notable that, you know, when I started having fun with it, things started working out a little more, and I was like, okay, well, let me try to figure out what it is I'm doing. Let's kind of make a formalized series to set my groundwork, figure out slots, figure out a timetable. And that's kind of how 2019 started. You know, I finished 2019. I had the 2018, you know, best of whatever, and it wasn't a lot of best of. It was more just random stuff that happened that I recorded. Just because I wasn't really prepared for it. It was a last minute thing. But again, that's just another like laying the foundation, because then, you know, we had Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie, which really set down the groundwork for what I want to do Let's Play wise. And obviously, Let's Play Cuphead, while a stray from the norm, has been super fun as well, and just a great time, and I've been enjoying it. And Instagram notification, rip. But I've just been having a lot of fun with Cuphead, and breaking the norm's okay, obviously, but it still kind of sits in that Let's Play style that I like, and I'm still doing it. And then obviously the Weekday One Offs really came to fruition. I would say late 2018, when I really started realizing I need to figure out what I'm doing with this channel. And then obviously I started streaming in 2019, and I've had a blast doing that. And I got more into using Instagram as well. And things have just kind of started interweaving into what I want things to be as a content creator. So that's been great. And yeah, no, so 2019 has really been the year where things have developed, and I'm excited for that. It's not over. We're about halfway through, but that's what makes me so excited. If I'm really developing the channel into what it needs to be, that means that yes, there might be more weird change periods to come, you know, and we might have to deal with that, and it might be a little awkward, you know, some growing pains for the channel type deal. But at the same time, if that's going to mean that come 2020, we're going to be an even better channel, and things are going to be even greater and more formalized, and just a better situation in general for me as a content creator and you as the viewer, then that's just going to be better overall. And that's going to be more fun, more enjoyable, just good, you know? And I think so far we've seen a lot of I say we've seen, I've made, you've seen, but collectively we've seen a lot of concepts. You know, like the 2018 compilation to celebrate the new year. I want to do one again. I really do. But you know, I want to plan it. I want to do it right. I don't want to just have to hodgepodge stuff together, because that one was kind of meh. I want one that's genuinely highlights of the year, and I might B-roll some footage for shenanigans, but I think there'll be a decent amount just from the year, because I've been making videos on a more consistent schedule. You know, that alone is just something, but also like a planned schedule has been a big thing that happened in 2019 that's just been making the experience so much better. I know, at least for me, because I have a deadline to meet, and I can say, okay, well, I better get this done, and I get it done, and I feel good about getting it done, and then I see it go up, and I feel good, and I feel like, as a viewer, getting content at a consistent rate is also pretty good, because I do watch a lot of YouTubers still. I'm not fully consumed into making. I like watching YouTube quite a bit, so I like consistent content. You know, I like it when it's uploaded at a consistent rate so I can enjoy it. So I figure as a viewer that makes it better, and that's been a great thing that's come about in 2019. Is just that planned schedule, but also I have series planned. I have stuff that I am ready to do, and I want to do them. I really do. I think it's going to be super exciting, but I also know I need to keep myself on a pace and just do the let's play thing, do my thing, get it done, have nice formalized series that I want to see on the channel. That way I can feel like I am delivering the content I say I am, and the viewer isn't being gypped out of anything at all. You know, it's good. You know, it's fine. Is what I'm trying to do. Gradually here I am starting to get equipment together to just improve the channel. You know, little things so far, but I'm looking at some things that'll definitely open new horizons. No pun intended here, playing Forza Horizon, but you know, there'll just be more opportunities for us to do more things, more wacky, strange stuff. I've spent most of this just rambling about channel development, which I'm sure is a little boring, but I don't know. I just felt like venting, you know, because I know I'm in a weird spot. I missed an upload, uploaded a Cuphead, and now this week you're not getting Cuphead, but you're getting an upload, and it's a weekday one-off on not a weekday, and it's weird, and it's out of place, and it's not my usual system I do. It's just not what normally happens. So I wanted to clear that up a little because I want to talk about Ghostbusters. Yeah, that's a weird segue, not a good one, but yeah. So recently, I picked up a DVD set that was Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and I just barely rewatched Ghostbusters 1, which makes it sound a lot like I'm not all that busy with content creation stuff. But I assure you, I do have a focus on it. I've just been trying to find that balance of free time, work time, content time, social time. Like, there's just I'm really, really trying to get that right balance. And that's tricky, but... So, I did rewatch Ghostbusters 1. And that was amazing. I really love it. It was great. I was just enjoying some of the lines I forgot, and some of the jokes in there that I may not have gotten when I was younger. One line I'm ashamed I forgot, because I feel like it's a pretty iconic Ghostbusters line, is just, "That's a big Twinkie." And I don't really want to elaborate on that. You know, if you don't want to know what I'm talking about, just look up Ghostbusters Twinkie, or you know, "That's a big Twinkie." The other thing I noticed is, when you think about it, right? I'm glad nobody's noticed this, because I think Ghostbusters would get under a lot of negative press. So by saying this, I might be putting it at risk. But I think I'm small enough of a channel where it should be okay. Hopefully no one who is actually going to do this hears this, but I'm surprised nobody's angry at Ghostbusters for depicting the Environmental Protection Association very, very negatively. Now, I don't know anything about the EPA. You know, I don't pay attention much to politics, but I do know people tend to get really angry when things are portrayed in a bad way, even if they are bad sometimes. With that being said, I don't think, if the EPA is a thing, provided they haven't been doing something, you know, behind the closed doors, like a PETA situation where they're just making it worse, I figure that's probably a good thing. You know, environmental protection. We should take care of our environment. That's smart. But the dude from the EPA, not only was he super enraged at the Ghostbusters, right? But he also was just trying his hardest to get them arrested and ruin them. And he almost directly caused Zool being able to rise and free all the ghost minions and just cause mass havoc on New York. Now, obviously, Zool was already lurking and whatnot and emerging, but part of it is that Zool wanted to free all the captured ghosts because she's Zool's trying to do her takeover. Um, but they would have just had to fight Zool all on her own, as she tries to take back her minions. If the EPA hadn't shown up, gone, this is something I want to ruin. I didn't miss that checkpoint. That's odd. This is something I want to ruin. Let's turn off the security lock on the storage unit and just release every ghost into New York. And it's like, well, it's your fault that a big Twinkie came and attacked the town, isn't it? Stay Puft, Marshmallow Man, which was still enjoyable as heck to watch. The fight against Stay Puft was a lot shorter than I remember, though. I remembered it being longer, more dramatic, but it was kind of short and just like they went for it, which is fine because they went for it. It was cool. It was great. But little things like that. I'll probably rewatch Ghostbusters around Halloween time. That might be a live streamed thing I do. I'll stream like a viewing party of Ghostbusters. Not that it's new, but it's like a Halloween thing. Speaking of movies I want to see, Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm still yet to see it. I really want to see it. Because I'm curious. I really liked Endgame. There's some loose ends that seem like they're gonna be tied up in Far From Home, judging by the trailer. But as well as some stuff I just want to know what's going on. If you're not a fan of seeing the trailers before the movies, just like skip to the next clip, I guess. Like, I could probably make a timestamp. I'll probably make a timestamp. So timestamp on the screen. Skip to that. And you should be good. Anyway, in the trailer, Mysterio is a good guy. He's working for S.H.I.E.L.D. And that doesn't seem right. He's literally part of the Sinister Six in the comics. So, hopefully I get some closure on that. It's fine if he is working for S.H.I.E.L.D. and that's just the way things go. I just need to, understand that. But just from the trailers alone, I could totally believe that it's another one of Mysterio's illusory tricks. Like the time he made Spider-Man think he was insane and then pretended to be a therapist to get Spider-Man's secret identity in the comics, which great comic, by the way. Like that sort of thing. Or when he pretended to fight villains and just be better than Spider-Man, and he was paid by Jameson to take out Spider-Man. And he did it so he could get money and power by being better than Spider-Man. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like a typical Mysterio scheme, but I've yet to see the movie, so I'm excited to find out when I do see the movie. Alright, welcome back to the spoiler-free zone. Yo, I'm gonna call this video One Speedy Bus. Or no, something like that. Or the Magic School Bus, yeah. No. I'll figure it out. It'll be something good. Yo, here's some real talk I've said on streams before. But with that being said, I never really had a lot of responses to it, and I've just kind of said it as a rambling kind of thing. They destroyed the Lucky Charms leprechaun and the Keebler elf. I don't know what happened, but they are not good looking. I think I said this earlier, but I work in a grocery store. So I see a lot of products every day that I work, very frequently I see a lot of products. And Lucky Charms are part of the product base, and so are Keebler products. So I see both the mascots. And I'm not sure what's up with them, but they're having an issue. I don't. They just do not look good. They're kind of unsettling, actually. You know, like I look at them and I'm like, ooh, I don't want to see that. It's not cool. And to some extent, the Charmin bears, but I never liked the Charmin bears anyway. I always thought they were kind of weird looking. You know, there was never like a, oh, you know, there's a charm to you, like with the Lucky Charms leprechaun or the Keebler elf. There was never a charm. You know, I was never like, oh yeah, they're cool. I was always like, why? What's going on here? And now they've just, I think they've gotten slightly weirder, but at the same time, it's not really messing with my head as much because I don't know. Charmin bears were always a little weird. Because I was planning Let's Play Cuphead during some of the ending bits of Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. You know, and definitely it gets more finalized during the end of the Let's Play before it, but I know definitely the next Let's Play I've thought about a lot more. I've been thinking about it since, like, Inkwell Isle 2, I want to say. So it's getting plenty of time, and obviously with more game left, there's definitely more development of the idea to be done, which is good. It's good. It also let me start thinking about the one to come after that, which is very far in the future, obviously. And that plan might change. I have some backups. We'll see what happens, but the most spontaneous things are probably weekday one-offs, like this one where I just sat down and went, you know what, I'm gonna do this for the sake of doing this, because I know I'm not gonna be able to deliver a good Let's Play episode right now. I am thinking about a game though that would definitely become a mini-series. Now, obviously, Forza Horizon 4 is kind of becoming a bit of a mini-series. It's probably gonna get its own playlist once I have like 5 videos for it. But there's not gonna be continuity. It's not always gonna be a build. It's not always gonna be 50 lap race rant. It's just gonna kind of be whatever I'm in the mood for, which is weird, but that's just kind of the way it's gonna go. And I have another one that I think would make for a really good mini series in that style. Because I could honestly, it would take a lot of editing time, but I could just kind of hit the record button while I play the game and pick and choose and kind of create my own shenanigans style video. But that game I need to get, and I need to experiment with the idea before I officially say anything. So it's still weird for me to talk about Let's Play Cuphead outside of the Let's Play Cuphead when I'm recording, because I'm just so used to not being able to talk about that because it's the secret project that's been in the works. You know, and then I haven't done many things besides the Let's Play because I've been in this weird transitional phase where I'm like, okay, let me get the Let's Play out because that's kind of the bare minimum of what I need to do for the channel. I've just been in that mode and it's just not been good, and it's been messing with my head and just, yeah, so it's still weird to just say, you know, I'm playing Cuphead. And some of those future plans are going to be really weird to talk about once they do come to fruition, if they do. You know, and if they don't, then I won't talk about them, and they'll just remain those future plans that I might get around to. But it's really weird, you know. Because Cuphead is what's taking my full attention, you know. I spent a lot of my rant about, you know, the transitional phase and whatnot, talking about how I have these ideas for what's ahead, and I'm almost always kind of thinking of new stuff for YouTube. But truth be told, first and foremost, I'm always thinking about making sure there's Cuphead, which is I think why this rant kind of is something that keeps persisting in my commentary, and it's probably getting old, like I'm just beating a dead horse here at this point, which I don't even know if that's acceptable to say anymore. I don't know what is and isn't, but it's whatever. Don't beat animals, dead or not. But, you know, I'm just sitting here on the same point. And it's probably getting old, but it just keeps, like, coming back to me that this is not Let's Play Cuphead. This is being released on a Let's Play Cuphead day, and this is not Let's Play Cuphead, and that is because I didn't get the chance to record it, and I shouldn't blame myself for it, but I'm like, hey, this is a wake-up call. Start prioritizing what you need to prioritize, you know? I know, you know, people like these weekday one-offs is what I've noticed. You know, people like the one-offs, and I get that. That's cool. I'm glad that the one-offs are a success because I like doing one-offs when I'm in the mood for them. But I still need to focus on the Let's Play. And when a one-off is taking the place of the Let's Play for a week because I didn't focus on the Let's Play, that's when I just feel like, you know, it's something's up. I gotta fix it. I gotta make it right, because if that Let's Play is not coming out, then the entire channel is getting stale because I've been working my way through the same game and filling time with random not continuous, but continuity lacking videos on random games, you know? This sounds very New Year's-y, and we're only halfway through the year, but because this first half of the year has been so transitional, and it feels like there's still some transition to happen in the soon future, I felt like talking about it. Cool. First place. We finished the race. We won the race. There was a thing I was going to talk about. So normally when I do those races, I like to listen to a podcast, actually. I don't normally listen to podcasts in my free time. So it's a little odd that I listen to a podcast for that. But it's called Passing Time with Will and Dan. And I really like the podcast. It's really fun, and it does help pass time. So, you know, if you ever find yourself grinding in a game for levels or currency or doing something like this, I highly recommend you go check it out. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's everywhere. I listen to it on Spotify. It's really great. Passing Time with Will and Dan. They just kind of talk about stuff. They're funny. They're cool. They sometimes have guests. They just pass the time. It's great. So yeah. But I wanted to just talk about that. I don't know if there was anything more I wanted to say about that, but you know, that's the gist, definitely. Is that Passing Time with Will and Dan's really great.
Me and Rebecca have been talking. We know how much you love road racing, so we thought we'd set this special event up just for you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Goliath.
The Goliath. Have I done the Colossus? See, I haven't done the Colossus. I have 2 of those to do now. That's very cool. Hey, there's a thingamabob. A spring barn find. I should do that. I am level 101. That's cool. I broke 100. I need to see how much currency I've hit. Okay, we got to do some wheel spins. Okay, we are at 3,650,000 credits. Well, let's do some wheel spins and see if we can exceed 4 million. Because that'll be the most credits I've ever had in Forza Horizon 4. I think in Forza in general, but it looks like we're getting a lot of cars, which is bad. But we have also 6 more wheel spins here, so hopefully we get some money. Well, 2,000 small, but it's money. Oof. I'm really hoping for something big, as in money. A boat cruiser horn. Yo, I saw this great video. It was a cruise boat was leaving the shipyard, the pier, the dock. I don't really know what you want to call it. But it was leaving, and the horn was Seven Nation Army. It was awesome. See, we're getting all kinds of cars. We might not break 4 million. I don't think we will. Yeah, we are not breaking 4 million. That sucks. Sometimes you get really unlucky and you get like a couple 100,000, and sometimes you'll get like 0.75 million. Do I have all the car mastery unlocked? I don't. Let's get that. Let's get it all. Just every last thing. My batteries are low. I don't care. Okay, we'll get that later. Let's get an instant wheel spin, shall we? Here we go. This is our chance to redeem ourselves. Let's get like $1 million from this wheel spin. Right here, right now. 30,000. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, there's another one. Let's get $1 million. 90,000. That's really good. So we made it up to 3,772,000. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And I think for this we need to drive off into the sunset in something ridiculous. I'm thinking about the Dodge Daytona, but I don't think so. I think we need to ride out in something more ridiculous than that. Do we have anything? Oh no, my controller died. Oh my god, that controller is mega dead. Yeah, this thing's dead. It's not coming back. We're not getting any extra juice out of those batteries. Well, controller's out of my hands. I guess we're just gonna look at the Subaru until I go plug in a controller so I can like actually get out of the menu. But that's gonna end the episode. Thanks for watching. It's been a blast. Sorry for just rambling about, you know, channel and content creation stuff. I don't know. I'm sure I'll have stuff to talk about, like how I'm excited I have a turntable now. And by turntable I mean like a regular small record player. Its official name is just a turntable though, but I know I say turntable, and I'm sure there are people who think like DJ wicka what, and no, it's just a record player. It's nothing fancy, which is fine because that's all I really want. But yeah, like there's stuff like that to talk about, so get excited for that. I'm sure I'll have some stories to share next time I record Cuphead, because like I said, we got a renewed focus. We gotta make that happen. Cuphead time. It is focus. All right, because right now this is a weekday one-off coming out not on a weekday. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.